Hi, I'm Anne. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping in. I wanted to start a YouTube channel for those of us who are now beyond 60 for a couple of reasons. I turned 60 in April, although I'm really not ready to accept that I'm getting close to my senior years or into the golden years that they call it. I don't know. I'm still in denial, I think, a little bit, but that's okay. I've worked in senior living for a long time, many years, and I've worked with a lot of seniors at various different stages of life and health, and so I've been giving an awful lot of thought to what do I want my senior years to look like. I've seen seniors who, beyond the age of 100, were able to still dance at disco night and thrived. And then on the other end of the spectrum, I've seen people in their 60s who were in a wheelchair and not living their best life, let's say. So I've been saying to family and friends for quite a while now that we are, those of us who are at this stage of life, in a position now where we get to choose what do we want our senior years to look like. And now's the time to start taking steps to make sure that we have the life that we want as seniors. So, that being said, there are an awful lot of things that I want to do. So I wanted to start this channel so that I could document them and hopefully bring you along for the ride. I'm creating a whole bucket list of things that I want to do, things that I want to learn about, activities that I've put off for one reason or another, when life gets in the way, as it does sometimes, places in the world that I still have yet to see. So hopefully we'll have some fun along the way, and I hope that you'll join me. I also wanted to start this video channel because I've always been interested in ancestry, learning about my ancestors. And when my dad was declining, I did do some research. I did ancestry.ca, living in Ontario in Canada. That was my go-to for researching my ancestors. And so I really enjoy that and I love that, but I would love to know more than just dates of births and deaths and marriages and that kind of thing. I really wanted to know the story of the life of the individual. I wanted to know who these people are or were. And so I would like to give my grandchildren, if I'm ever lucky enough to have grandchildren or great-grandchildren, an opportunity to get to know me, so that they know who I am, who I was, what do I believe in, what things were interesting to me, and hopefully maybe see some of me in themselves and see some family connection. So a couple of reasons why I wanted to start this, and I really appreciate you taking the time to come along for the ride with me. I hope you do. If you think that this might interest you, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. One of the things the first thing that I'd really like to do is to start a 30-day challenge. Every single day for the next 30 days, I am going to seek out joy. I think very often at this stage of our lives, it's easy to be so wrapped up in things that worry us that we forget to find the joy. And I remember a resident that I worked with many years ago. She was very kind of ornery and grumpy, and she very rarely smiled. And so I chatted with her about it one day, and she wasn't particularly nice to the other residents in the home that she was living in. And so I had a good chat with her, and she said, honestly, what else do we have to do but to sit around here waiting to die? Well, I was aghast at that comment. I was really taken aback, and I said to her, that is not our goal for you. Our goal for you is to help you to thrive and find joy and meaning in every single day that you have left here on this planet. And it's our privilege and honor to be the ones who get to help you with that. She just kind of scoffed at me and blew me off, and that was okay. That was her choice. But that always stayed with me. And as I age, regardless of, things are going to come up. As I turned 60, things are already starting to happen in my body and changes are happening. It's how we deal with them. How we deal with them matters. And so I've always believed that happiness is a choice. and we can talk another time about, I know I'm going to get feedback from people saying, you haven't been through this and you haven't lived through that. Honestly, I think at this stage of life, we all have a story. Everyone has lived through probably multiple things that were traumatic and upsetting, and I have a list of my own that maybe one day I'll share, but I really do believe that happiness is a choice, and I think it's important that we find meaning and we find joy in every single day. So I would like to challenge you, as I'm challenging myself, for the next 30 days, every day, to find something. Doesn't have to be anything big, doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Just find something that brings you joy in that day and start thinking about it. I want us to just start thinking about joy. How do we find it? Is it just sitting down with your favorite cup of tea or a cup of coffee? I happen to be a tea drinker and I have a cup of tea right beside me. Love my tea. Give me an intravenous and I'd be a happy girl. Is it a beautiful flower in your garden? My sister got the green thumb in my family, and she has a beautiful garden. And I know she finds joy every time she's out there puttering around in her garden. I wish I had that talent, and maybe that's one of the things that I'll get to learn. Maybe I'll spend time with her, and I have a friend, Kathy, who's got an incredible garden. Oh my goodness. If you could see this lady's garden, all organic. She's lived in the same home for 30 years and has always planted an organic garden with her husband, and they have vast quantities of vegetables and herbs and fruits, and she's got basically an orchard now, and it's just stunningly beautiful. And the food that she's able to produce and share with friends and family, and feed her family from food that she's grown, wonderful, and that brings her great joy. So I'd like us all every day for the next 30 days just to find something and share. I would love it if you would leave me a comment every day and tell me, what was it today that brought you joy? I will start today. I am staying with my daughter to help her with her puppy dog. And I say puppy, he's going to be 2 in August. He's a golden doodle. His name is Chester. And oh my gosh, he is the cutest little thing, and just the funniest little thing, and the most affectionate puppy dog you will ever hope to meet. So I will maybe add a little quick video of him or a photograph of him in this video so that you get to see and meet Chester, because he brings me all kinds of joy. I'm actually allergic to dogs. I'm allergic to animals, and I have asthma, but these are the things that we do for our kids. And we had a dog growing up, another golden doodle. His name was Teddy Bear. And Mary wanted another one, so now she has Chester, and he is just adorable, and I love him to pieces. So yeah, he brought me joy today. He brings me joy every day, but tomorrow I'll find something else to talk about. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping in, and I can't wait to see the things that you come back and share about what brings you joy. Thanks, and take care. I'll see you tomorrow.